If you're trying to personalise your Christmas this year with some handmade items, this simple sewing project is a great way to make some cute as a button little bonbons. So what you'll need is some cardboard to make the tubes on the inside. I cut mine to 6.5-inch squares. I bought these snaps to go on the inside. The fabric I cut to 14 inches. And then basically what you put inside is up to you. I just found these daggy little jokes online. I got some chockies, some little minis, and then it's time to get started. So just use a piece of tape to stick it down to the inside of the tube, roll it over, and then make sure it is sealed nice and firmly. I just use some tape at the edge here, and then I use some thicker tape along the raw edge to make sure it was nice and firm. So this is where these bonbons are brilliant. The outer layer of fabric become your serviettes and you can reuse them every year. So there's lots of ways of creating a beautifully edged serviette online. This is just how I do it. I have pressed in each side 1/2 inch by another 1/2 inch. And then I'm just going to draw along these folded lines where I've pressed just to show you what I'm looking for. So where that dot is going to be the point of the serviette, of the fabric. And we just bring it right sides together, fold it over, so you've got this perfect 45-degree triangle. And from that midpoint, back in the other direction, you're going to mark a line like this. So it's 45 degrees, but not all the way to the raw edge, only to that first pressed line, the first fold line. Sew across there, trim off the excess like this, and then use your point turner to get a really, just poke it in there, and you should have this beautiful 90-degree corner. The raw edges on that second fold will just turn under almost by themselves. Repeat for all of the other corners and then poke them out like this. Give it all a good press, and then it is just so easy to then sew around that folded line after you've given it a press. And then that's the only sewing involved in this project. Then it's time to put it all together, roll it up, use some lace, ribbon, whatever you've got lying around to tie each end. Just make sure the snap is poking out at each end. It is a lot easier if you can just have it just poking out a little bit. Then pop in all your little goodies, your joke, chockies, minis, whatever it is you want. This is where you could get the kids involved. Tie it up nice and firmly, give it a trim, and you're pretty much done. There's lots of other ways you could personalize these, but I'm really happy and I think my family are going to love them on Christmas Day.